We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. 3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. Focus, defense, focus.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. This to Jarwin. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Jarwin.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
So trouble. This is 3rd and 9. Prescott from the gun. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Larry Ogunjobi with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's taken to the 26. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at about the 32. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
On the tackle.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 31. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
5-yard pickup on the play, and it's 3rd down.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Cowboys.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. ASAP, the coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. On the return, Dontrell Hilliard. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Austin Hooper, Pro Bowler a year ago, the intended target. But now it'll be 3rd down. And this passing game, this whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
And they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt.
Gillen in punt formation for the Browns.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And 2.
2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
That's good.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal. at the Browns' 8-yard line.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Here go 46.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Flushed out right.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Hey, come on out here, come get some. Come get some. Come on here, come get some. He don't want it.
Prescott now. Steps away to his left. This is caught. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
There's another example that playing football isn't strictly being physical. You got to think as well. Nice job reading his keys by the linebacker and going out in the open space. When they dumped it to the back, he was able to make the play and stop him short of the goal line.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points. Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Record.
Now on 2nd and 16. Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Third and long for Mayfield. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
The Cowboys take over.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
57's the Mike.
On the draw, it's Pollard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Ball carrier.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Malcolm Smith coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On second down, Mayfield again. Going deep here for Landry. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Incomplete.
That's now 6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense been pretty good early, but he's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Mayfield. And got his man, complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Xavier Woods with a pick. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands? And off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Is good. Makes the score Cowboys 17. Browns nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And Hilliard will elect to not return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish. You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And a throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eye. The ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
1st and 10.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Prescott. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming. Line, I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Flush to his right, and that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
.153 remaining in this first half of play. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Rashard Higgins was the one he was looking for, but it's going to be 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking. About.
Touchdown, make the whole city jump. 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 Touchdown, make the whole city jump.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Play fake. Mayfield. This pass complete to Higgins.
Mayfield's pass.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. He will push his way down to about the 14. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. So on 4th down, out comes the Browns kicker, Austin Seibert.
31-yard attempt.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. Ready to return, here's Hilliard. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points. I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Mayfield on play action. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. DeMarcus Lawrence just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. 13. Mayfield to throw it. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Darryl Worley. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 23-yard line.
2nd and 11. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10.
Score Cowboys 17. Browns 10.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Tony Pollard on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
10 at the 38-yard line.
Now Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, Elliott. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Ready to return. Here's Hilliard. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Down by Everson.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back.
Mayfield's
no yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mayfield. And my goodness, another interception. And Xavier Woods with a pick. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Prescott to throw it. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
That's good.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Here go 47.
First down, Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Throwing, Prescott. Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. This is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Vernon on the tackle.
So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Zerline now for the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
The score, Cowboys 31, Browns 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Hilliard will elect to not return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 41. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got
On first and 10, Prescott. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. picked up by Carl Joseph. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 31-yard line.
The chain, 2nd and 12. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there and a first down.
Gain of 12.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
And the Browns first down.
A first down throw for Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
A gain of
that one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
He's crossing. He's checking play.
Now Mayfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
No gain.
When trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. I'm going for back.
On third down, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Now Landry. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Browns' drive about to get started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
One last shot from Mayfield here. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Will write a finish to this ball game.